Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Who's after some steak and cheese pie? I love that name. It's so cool. How cool is the can artwork? So yeah, it's a collab between Garage Projects, my favourite Kiwi brewery, and Other Half out of New York. So two big names together. It's a double dry hopped hazy IPA at, get this, 5.5%. Come on, that's a pale ale. Seriously. Anyway, cute little 330 can with that awesome pie artwork. I could go a pie right now. I have had this on tap at Carwin Cellars when I was out and about with Mersey beers. I remember it being quite decent, but at the time we'd had quite a few ales, so I wanted to get a can and review it properly. Let's do it. It's Saturday mid-morning, and I'm just firing up. I've had a bit of a sleep in, which is good. Quite often on Saturdays, I sacrifice sleep to get up early and jump on streams or whatever, but there wasn't anything going today, so it was good. I've got my hashtag proper glassware, happy festival, which funnily enough is a festival that Garage Project hold and Other Half were there. So very appropriate glassware. Let's get into it. Cheers to the chat. We have Angie, we have Stealth, and we have Harry. Good to see you. This will be the first of many beers. Cheers. Yep. Slightly late. That's the thing. When it comes to real life, I'm one of those people. I'm very efficient and usually like very good with time. But yeah, when it comes to the old YouTube, I think because I do live reviews, it sort of it makes it a bit harder. I mean, a lot of other people they just stream and put it up whenever they want. But yeah, I've always got something going on, like the dogs will hold me up. Or let's get into it. Hopefully, everyone's had a good week. Yeah, I don't believe this to be an IPA. At 5.5, that to me is a pale ale. A hazy pale. No wonder it was cheap. Or not cheap, but like cheaper than your average IPA from these types. Dirty Glassware Mafia. So carbonation's pretty active. It's sticking to the dirty glass. It's about a 3-finger head. Looks nice colour, sort of that like in between yellow and orange. And yeah, it's quite hazy. It looks more like an IPA than a pale. I will say that. Yeah, like it looks like it's got a sort of a medium to fullish body. Let's go a whiff. Ooh, I get pine. I can't remember like what sort of notes I got from it when I had it that other night, but I just remember it being tasty. I was drinking it around the time when Adam was sleeping, so I can't remember if he had it as well. I reckon he might have had a taste of this one. So yeah, it's like I'm getting pine, like spruce tip. I'm getting like almost like a blood orange. Yeah, quite grassy. Yeah, I reckon there's some grapefruit there. It comes across more sort of like citrus skin than like actual juice. Yeah, it's like it's not too complex. I'd say for the base, you're getting probably leans more biscuity, but white bread as well. There's something like maybe some lime there. You're getting like a slight sort of yeah, like a sourness. Smells very good. And yeah, obviously being so low in ABV, if it is a tasty beer, you could see it being a very good crusher ale. Cheers. Definitely lime. I'm getting like a random tropical fruit. It's like a like kiwi fruit or papaya or something like that. Just that last that and the end of that taste then. Hmm. Maybe a touch of white grape. I reckon it's got some Nelson in it. It feels like it's got Nelson, Motueka, and maybe some other New Zealand hop. I didn't actually look at the hops, but yeah, being Garage Project and another half collab, I'm pretty sure they would have used all New Zealand hops. It's very tasty. It's a shame it's not in a bigger can. We'll have a look on the back and see what it says. Okay, it's hard to read. Who's got the munchies? Steak and cheese, the king of pies, cooked up in collaboration with legendary New York brewery Other Half. It's an all Kiwi edition of their infamous Munchies range. Double dry hopped hazy IPA filled to the brim with New Zealand Harvest fresh Motueka, Cascade, and Nelson. So I nailed that on the head. I said Motueka, Nelson, and some other New Zealand hop. That's the thing, though. Is it New Zealand Cascade or US Cascade? Pretty sure it'd be New Zealand. It's an unbeatable combination, just like your favorite baked snack. Remember, always blow on your pie. Yeah, pies are massive in obviously pies sort of originate in I'm pretty sure they're English traditionally. But yeah, Australia and New Zealand pies are a massive thing. Like yeah, I'm talking like meat pies. They're not really that big of a thing in the States from what I hear. It's more about your apple pie and pumpkin pie and that sort of shit. But yeah, good steak and cheese pie, hard to beat with a little bit of tomato sauce on top. Yeah, go the birds. Got the green hat on. Cheers, Drewy. Oi. And hello again, Josh. This is good, boys and girls. Look at this, though. What are your thoughts? Look at that ABV and then what the style is. I feel that is incorrect. It should be a pale ale. To me, an IPA has got to be at least like I say 6%, but yeah, you probably get an IPA that's like 5.8 or something like that. But I think six and over. unless it's like an old school English or something, but I still feel they'd be 6%. Yeah, yeah, it's good marketing. They've probably got a there's probably a really good bakery next to the brewery, and they start selling these cans, and then all of a sudden they're all in next door. But yeah, I never knew. There's Australia and New Zealand. Quite often there's rivalry with stuff, and Australia just being the bigger country, more populated, like more wealth, whatever, generally like has the upper hand with most stuff. Rugby union's obviously one where the Kiwis are better. There's probably a few other things. But yeah, meat pies. The Kiwis always claim that they have better meat pies in Australia. And Australia is like known for its meat pies. So I have had some mates that have tried some bakeries in New Zealand and said that the pies there are phenomenal. So I need to check it out for myself. But yeah, that's what most of other halves can artworks like. They're always got all the whatever the character is, or fruit or vegetable. It's a pretty cool logo, other half, when you think about it. Like very simple but effective. Oh, now I want a pie. Worst thing today is I haven't been shopping. Now that I've started the beers, it's like I can't be fucked going to the supermarket. So I'm gonna have to order something that's gonna cost me. I really wanted to go to the supermarket and get a roast chook and just make. When I say roast chook, people are like, "What the fuck?" That's what we call chickens here in Australia, chooks. Anyway, I wanted to go get roast chicken from the supermarket and make like fresh sandwiches, like mayonnaise, salt, pepper. Like it's always a good simple food. But yeah, I just can't be fucked walking there. You can get stuff delivered from supermarkets, but you have to wait generally the next day. It's a pain in the ass. The joys of day drinking. But I guess like it'll depend on what goes on today. Like it might get really quiet and I might be just like fuck it and going for a walk. Yeah, the more I'm drinking this, I'm getting a lot of lemon and lime. It's got a really nice, like pillowy mouthfeel. I feel like the base is very like light and delicate, and sort of lets the hop shine. It's a good one. Definitely a beer you could have a couple of. There's a lot of beers out there. It's like you're sort of one and done, but this you could, yeah, if you were, I don't know, just chilling at home or you're at a craft beer bar or something, and this was available, you could have like, I could easily have like 3 or 4 of these in a row. It's not something I normally do because I'm one of those people that just wants to try as much as possible, like different stuff. But yeah, for someone that would like this, yeah, it's like very sessionable, and you could easily go back to it. Pardon me. Whoa! Cheers, Mark. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Hope you're well. Actually, it hasn't been that long. I remember hearing the chat last. I think it was last week. I'm just not on at the times I used to be during the week, so I feel like I'm not seeing people as much. It's a damn shame. Bloody work. I honestly wish I could just be in a job where I just worked night shift. It'd be good for the old Benjamins, but yeah, it just would suit my lifestyle at the moment. I just want to work in a job where I work the same hours. That would be good. They've changed it. Next week. We have to start at 4 a.m. every day. So that's going to be real fun. Middle of winter, walking to work at about 20 past 3. So I have to get up at like probably 2:45 a.m. Good thing is, though, is we get home at midday. So it's like you've got heaps of the afternoon to do shit. That's if you're not tired and fall in a hole. Cheers, Jimmy boy. Get some fightings into you, bro. That's cool that the sun's bringing some back. You should have got him to venture to the treehouse. I've heard that new treehouse near yours goes all right. Next time, maybe. Yeah. Nah, it's just one of those things. Like, it sucks. When I was on night shift, I was able to do a lot of stuff that suited the UK and the US folk. But yeah, now that I'm on different hours, it makes it a bit hard. Juzzy, how are you, brother? Had some good videos lately, dude, and congrats on the 1500. Anyone out there, go check out the Short Straws channel. It just popped up in the chat. Does a lot of work with Melbourne homeless. Absolute legend. His channel's like really taken off just in the last couple of months. It's good. His videos are just getting better and better. Yeah, you'd probably still see him as a little fella. You're like shit. Yeah, I'm on an early beer today, bro. But let's hope I just pace myself and not get sleepy. Nah, it's good. I've had a bit of it. Like I had a sleep in. A sleep in for me these days is like 9 a.m. Um, and yeah, just was chilling with the dogs before. Had a shower. Haven't had any breakfast or anything yet. I've got to get some sort of food in me. But yeah, I thought I'll do a beer review before I get stuck into it. And this is sort of a good one to start on. Pretty cool name for a beer. Yeah, boy. You going live, or you probably already are. It's very. I feel like it's quiet today. Like there's not as much, not as many sort of streams going that there normally is on a Friday night for you guys. Yeah, that sucks. Especially like in the situation you're in, you just want like one or two cans of each because he's only going to be able to bring what, a dozen back with him. Yeah. It's only because I don't have any shit in the cupboards. I'd kill for like bacon and eggs or something right now. That'd be awesome. Yeah. It's like breweries will do it now because they know that. I mean, times are tough, so they got to try and obviously turn over as much cash as possible. And they know that craft beer drinkers just want to try new stuff all the time. So it's the sort of the thing where they'll make you buy a certain amount of a new beer because then they know that if you really want to try two beers, you're going to end up buying two 4 packs. Mountain Culture do it as well. It's a pain in the ass. One thing with Mountain Culture that is good though, like they used to do mixed, they still do it, mixed 4 packs, but the price, yeah, actually it's mixed. When they first release them, it's 4 packs. Or if you want two beers, the two brand new beers, you have to buy a mixed 8 pack. But then a week after, they'll bring it down to you can buy a mixed 4 pack, so have 2 cans of each. So if you're willing to hold off for a week or two, you can get it for the less. You don't have to buy as many, but you run that risk of missing out on a beer. Because they sort of got sick and tired of everyone just wanting like mixed 4 packs, so only buying two of each beer. And I guess in today's world, it's like you want to be able to turn over as many as possible, sort of fast. Yeah, so it is a cool way they sort of do it. I can understand why they do it. Obviously, a lot of people will go to bottle shops and just buy them loose, like singles, but very expensive to do it that way. I mean, a standard Mountain Culture 4 pack, if you bought it from the brewery, you're normally looking at about $10 a can, which in Australia is, for that sort of that quality is about average. But if you bought them just singly in a bottle shop, you're looking at about 15 or even higher, like 15 to 20, depending on what style it is. So it's like you definitely better to buy sort of direct from the brewery and like just buy more than one. Yeah, exactly. USA, that's what annoys me with USA. Like people that live in the States, they whinge about the beer prices. They got no idea how good they've got it. Like it's fucking way better than most countries. So for this pale ale, I'm going to give it a fairly decent score. I don't know, just of how good it is for a low ABV. It's like, why didn't you just? I mean, I guess they're brewing it a lower ABV to be a sessionable beer, but it's got so much potential. I just wish it was bigger. If it was like I don't know, a 7% or like a double IPA at like 8.5 or something, it would be such an epic beer. But different horses for different races, as they say. I'm not a huge fan of, I don't know, what I don't drink to get drunk, but I like a bit of ABV in like just because I don't know, that gives the beer more oomph, more malty flavour. Like they've got to up their hops to balance it out. Obviously, if you have a pale ale as opposed to a double IPA, the double IPA's always got like so much more flavour. But yeah, I'd probably say I'll go a 4.3 out of 5. I just feel, yeah, if it was like a bigger beer, it'd be really good. Like if they did the same sort of thing as this, dialed it up, made it like a double IPA, it'd be like elite level, I reckon. But yeah, it's probably not what they're going for. So 1.4 standard drinks in this little thing, and it's only 5.5. So you can't even have two of these and then drive in Australia anyway. Might be different in Thailand. When I was in Thailand, I had like a motorbike. And like, yeah, obviously there's no laws there. All they care about is that you've got your license and your passport on you and you're wearing your helmet. And you would just get absolutely smashed at all these bars and then get on your bike and go to the next one. It's like they must have so many accidents over there. And the worst thing is the locals never used to do that. But then because the tourists started doing it, the locals thought, well, fuck it. If they're doing it, we'll do it as well. And they reckon most of the accidents are the locals because they can't sort of handle their drink as much. They'll have like 6 beers and be absolutely mashed and then get on the motorbike and can't even like get out of their driveway, let alone going down highways and stuff. Yeah, that's good value. That's awesome. See, we don't have anything remotely close to that. The only thing you're going to get that's similar cost to something like that would be a shitty Audi beer. And it'd be like brewed in Vietnam or somewhere. Yeah, that's phenomenal. I've heard Czech's real good as well. I've heard in Czech you just walk around and there's this like brew pubs and bars everywhere, and like the beer's cheap as chips, and like the beer's even cheaper than like bottled water in those countries. I feel like I love Czech lager, like Czech Pilsner. I feel like though in I don't know in Czech it feels like you probably wouldn't have much diversity with beer. You probably pretty much only getting like Czech Pilsner, like your light lagers and like a dark lager. I feel like there wouldn't be like much on offer, whereas Germany's got so many different styles. Cheers, Paulie boy. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, this dude, you definitely agree with me. They've got this is an IPA, but it's only 5.5%. Surely that's a pale ale. For me, I reckon an IPA has to be like 6% or over. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent beer. It's like actually quite good. I've given it a 4.3 out of 5 because it's Very tasty. Yeah, like piney, citrusy, like biscuity malt. Yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, I just don't agree with it being called an IPA. Nah, it's just that that says double dry hop. So it's meant to be just an IPA. So it says double dry hopped hazy IPA. So just single IPA. If it was a double, I'd be like, that's terrible. Yeah, that's the thing with some of those beers now. The shit thing is some of them are brewed in like other countries. I'm pretty sure a couple of the European beers where you think they're brewed in like Germany and yeah, like Italy and France and that they're actually brewed in the UK now, and it's like you may as well just be buying local stuff. And I feel like you'd be the same. Yeah, a lot of the a lot of, it's funny, like I'll talk to like some other people and they'll be like, "Oh no, 6%, no way, that's too big." And I'm like, "What?" You could just imagine some like real old school like English people. Like yeah, Harry talks about it all the time now. Like yeah, you'll get people that don't want to drink anything over like 4%. Yeah. It's good. Very good offering. And obviously two great breweries working together. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to get. I mean, these days, if I get a pale ale and it's like old school American and it's bitter and hoppy, I love it. And I don't know, I'm just not when it comes to hazies, pale ales, hazies, they sort of bore me. I just find they're too like subtle with flavour and I don't know the malt base is very lackluster. If I'm gonna have a hazy, it's like give me something that's like 7% plus. But they have proven me wrong here, I guess. Anyway, I better venture off. I like to try and keep these reviews to around the half hour mark. I've got no idea what's next. All I know is I want to keep drinking. I'm not sure where. But yeah, as I said, 4.3 for steak and cheese pie, and I'm very hungry. So yeah, it was a double dry hopped hazy IPA at 5.5 by the great Kiwi Brewery Garage Project and other half out of New York. So yeah, I may do another beer review tonight, perhaps, but yeah, there'll definitely be some on tomorrow. I've still got heaps of English beer left, so I'll probably get back into some of those. Thanks everyone for chiming in, and yeah, if you're having a drink, you'll probably see us again somewhere else soon. Cheers.